Jai Hind everyone. This is Ramu from Raghu Sainik School, working as English faculty. As part of that, I am going to explain the questions given in question paper, that is Sainik entrance examination, that the children have recently written in 2025. So, as part of that, let me go with the questions given in set B. Please notice that I am explaining the questions and question series which is given in set B, English. So, the first question is, find a word which is opposite of the given word. What is the question? I wanted to read the question carefully. Find a word which is opposite of the given word. What is that opposite given word? But first let me explain the question, or maybe the word given here, that is nothing but heighten. What is that? Heighten. We generally use the word height, right? What is the meaning of height? Height is nothing but some sort of tall, right? And that it is giving a positive meaning. Heighten is giving a positive meaning. So, here we are given 4 options. We'll have to find out the opposite word of heighten in these 4 options. See, the first option is decrease. The second one is strengthen, maximize and widen. Right. Among 4 these options, which one do you find the opposite of heighten? I wanted to notice it. It is obviously going to be decrease. Right. The question is asking us to point out or identify the word opposite of heighten. Strengthen, maximize, widen. These 3 give the same meaning of heighten, and these are the synonyms of heighten. Right. So, the opposite of heighten is certainly going to be decrease. And let's move on to the next question. The next question is, choose the word which is nearly the same in meaning to the word given below. You can obviously notice that same in meaning of the word demise. Same in meaning is nothing but synonym. The synonym of demise is death. What is that? Death. Rebirth is an antonym of demise. Birth is also synonym of, opposite of demise. And illness is also opposite of demise. And that too, illness, the word that illness is not at all matching the word demise. And that question also. So that is why we can take the word death. And death is unofficial word, informal word, and demise is a formal word. Demise and death are both having the same meaning. So that is why we can take the synonym of demise is death. And the next question is, the next one is going to be, fill in the blank by choosing the correct option. What is that? Fill in the blank by choosing the correct option. There is not a student dash Mohit in our class. This is very important one, and this is where many people got confused. See, first we will have to identify which degree is the sentence is in. See, there is not a student dash Mohit in our class. Of course, we have got 3 types of degrees: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. When it comes to comparative degree, we have 2 types again. Number 1, degree in equality, degree in division. This sentence is in, and especially this question is in, degree in equality. Wherever we have degree in equality, we will have to use as plus adjective 1 plus as. So, if you can go in deleting methodology of this question, these 4 options here, see, the first option is most intelligent as. Most intelligent as. Most intelligent as, actually the word most intelligent comes in superlative degree. Superlative degree. So, as the option is in superlative degree, this option doesn't match the question asking over there. That is why we'll have to, this option doesn't match here. So, we cannot take this option. And the second option is as intelligent as. As intelligent as. As intelligent as plus adjective 1 plus as. This is used in comparative, in that to comparative degree, that to in equality. So that is why we can use the second option as answer for this question, as intelligent as. And if we can review the third option, see, as the most intelligent than. And the option itself is not correct. See, as the most intelligent than. Here it is given than. Here it is given than. And prior to that, it is given the most intelligent. The most intelligent becomes a superlative. And than comes in comparative. It is both mixed comparative and superlative. So it is not at all matching the question. So that is why we can totally avoid the option 3. And option 4 is intelligent than. You all know that than comes in comparative. Of course, prior to that we have got an adjective that is nothing but intelligent. But we cannot take intelligent as comparative adjective. If it has to be working as comparative adjective, prior to that we'll have to use more intelligent than. If there had been more, we would have certainly taken that option. So the option itself is wrong. That is why we can only take option 2 for this question. There is not a student as intelligent as in our class. Sorry, Mohit in our class. Have you understood? Shall we move on to the next one? The next one is going to be, choose the most appropriate word to fill in the blank. See, choose the most appropriate word to fill in the blank. That is nothing but dash you have done well. Dash you have done well. See, of course, this sentence is in exclamatory. That too exclamatory sentence, because we have got exclamatory mark over there. We can also use all these as exclamatory like interjections, but we'll have to select the right interjection over there. Bravo, alas, ho, and oops. First, let me explain where we use bravo, alas, ho, and oops. Alas and oops. Alas and oops. See, alas and oops are used in expressing sadness. What is that? Sadness. Alas and oops are used in expressing sadness. And bravo and ho, these two are used in expressing happiness. What is that? Happiness. But the difference between bravo and ho is, bravo is used in when we are supposed to be appreciating other people for doing their job. And ho is used in expressing sudden surprise. If you want to express sudden surprise, there we use ho. If you want to appreciate other people for doing their job, there we use bravo. See, the question itself is asking us is that you have done well. You have done well. This is a phrase where we use to appreciate other people when they do something extraordinary. So, in this case, it is the word like bravo, it is matching the question and the answer. See, we can take option bravo. Bravo, you have done well. So, that will be the right answer for the word bravo, you have done well. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. The next question is, fill in the blanks by choosing the correct idiom. Correct idiom. Idiom, idiomatic expression. Idiomatic expression. It has been raining dash since last 7 hours. It has been raining. It has been raining cats and dogs. And the other one is, it has been raining cats and dogs. And the remaining other options given there were black and white, hue and cry, far and wide. Far and wide. But the most suitable idiom that can be suitable for this question will be, it is cats and dogs. Cats and dogs. It has been raining cats and dogs. It will be the right answer for this question. And let's move on to the next question. See, next question is going to be, choose the most suitable collective noun from the options given below. Collective noun. The students presented a dash of flowers to the distinguished guests. The options are given here are, first let me notice and let us notice the collective noun which is requiring is that is nothing but flowers. What is that? Flowers. We'll have to find the collective noun for flowers. See, wherever we go for a shop, we generally ask the shopkeeper to give a bouquet of flowers, right? But not peasantry, batch and pack. Peasantry is nothing but group of farmers. Batch is used in different ways. Batch of students in 2015, batch of employees 2019, likewise. And pack is used in different ways, that is a pack of wolves. But the correct collective noun that we can take for flowers is nothing but bouquet of flowers. So the right answer will be bouquet of flowers. Understand? This is the right answer for the sixth question. And next one is going to be, choose the correct option to complete the sentence. I wish to know dash the dash is present in Delhi or not. This is also very important question. This is where many students got confused. Let me explain it clearly and listen carefully. Here the options given are weather. See, both are same here. The two option is weather, but we'll have to take different ones. So it doesn't match here. Weather. Here also it is given like the two answers are same. Here, so we can avoid this totally. And the next one, weather. This is where we have to be very careful in choosing the order of the words here. See, I wish to know dash the dash is present in Delhi or not. We generally use the word whether or. What is that? Whether or. This is a conjunction. Conjunction is used to connect two different sentences or two different words. Generally, it is a correlative conjunction. This correlative conjunction is used for connecting two sentences, right? And when we use whether or, see, I wish to know whether, first we'll have to use whether. Weather is a conjunction and weather is a noun. Weather is nothing but climate. So I wish to know whether the dash is present in Delhi or not. We can take this option. I wish to know whether the weather is present in Delhi or not. So we can obviously take the option 4. It will be the option 4. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is going to be, change the gender of the underlined word. What is the underlined word here? The fox was hungry. What is the underlined word here? The fox. In the sentence, the fox was hungry. The underlined word is fox. We'll have to find out the opposite gender of fox. You might have been practicing it well, and let's directly skip to the answer here. That is nothing but fox and vixen. What is the right answer for this? Vixen. See, this is vixen. And ninth question is, identify the parts of speech of the underlined word in the given sentence. This is also very important. My mother will come soon. What is the question here? My mother will come soon. What is that underlined word here? That underlined word is soon. First, let me think the meaning of soon here. And that too, it is adding meaning to verb. What is the action that we are doing here? Coming. But when? Soon. It means that it is the word soon is adding meaning to that too, it is indicating the time of an action. What is that? What is action here? Come. And the word soon is indicating the time of an action. And in our explanation classes, we certainly came to know that the words which add meaning to verbs and that too, the words which indicate the time of an actions are called adverbs. What is that? Adverb. So where is the option adverb here? It is nothing but 2. Option 2. As it is adding meaning to verb, it becomes an adverb. So that is why we can take the option 2 as a correct answer for this question. Next one, very easy one. Fill in the blank with the plural forms. We have got number of irregular singular and plural forms. Ox, oxen, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, child, children, person, people. So there are many like this. Likewise, what is here? Fill in the blanks with the plural forms. We'll have to select the plural forms here. See, formula, sheep. Formula, sheep. Formula is singular. Of course, sheep is plural. One is singular, one is plural. But the question doesn't match here. The answer which the question is asking us is to find out the plural forms of formula and sheep. So formula becomes a singular. Next, formulae and sheeps. Of course, formulae is plural form of formula. But sheeps is, we don't have the word sheeps in English. If we can use the word sheeps, it is nothing but different types of fish. But here it is required to have the plural form of only one sheep. So sheeps, we don't have the word sheeps, it is wrong. So option 2 also doesn't match the question. Third question is formulas and sheeps. In English, we don't have the word formulas and sheeps at all. And option itself is wrong there. So we can we cannot take the word formulas and sheeps. The only option that we are left with is formulae and sheep. The plural form of formula is formulae, and the plural form of sheep is also sheep. So we can take the option 4. So that is something about the question number 10. And let's move on to the next one. Passes, very important one. So let me read out the passes once and give the answers for the questions given related to the topic, or maybe the passes. So the passage is conversation. The topic asked in the passage is conversation. Conversation is a fine art. It is the art of exchanging thoughts. It is an art which anybody can cultivate or master. Not everybody can paint or play music, but almost everyone can talk. Thus it offers to talk, says Oral Sleverson, is our chief business in the world. And talk is for the most accessible of pleasures. It costs nothing in money. It is all profit. It completes our education, makes friends, and can be enjoyed at any age. Conversation is indeed the most teachable of all arts. All you need to do is to find a subject that interests you and your listeners. For example, numberless hobbies to talk about. But the important thing is that you must talk about other fellows' hobby rather than your own. Therein lies the secret of your popularity. There is nothing that pleases people so much as your interest in their interest. It is just as important to know what subjects to avoid and what subjects to select for good conversation. If you don't want to be set down as a bore, avoid certain unpleasant topics. Avoid talking about yourself unless you are asked to do so. Sickness or death bores everybody. The only one who willingly listens to such talk is the doctor, but he gets paid for it. You must also know not only what to say, but also how to say it. This is the passage. You must have noticed that about the passage is all about conversation. So, the first question which is asking related to the passage is, according to the author, which is the easiest art? Which is the easiest art? The easiest part, art in the passage, referred in the passage is exchanging thoughts. Exchanging thoughts. Not painting, not hobby, not music. All these options, all these 3 professions certainly require some sort of practice. It is the only one which can be gained without practice is nothing but exchanging thoughts. That is the only one which is referred in the passes. So we can take the option 4, that is exchanging thoughts. And next question is, how can you become a popular? How can you become popular? By discussing about death, by talking about listeners' hobbies, by discussing about education, by talking about our hobbies. See, of course, the passage is telling us that by talking about listeners' hobbies, we can become popular. Even in our sense of knowledge, by discussing about death, we cannot become a popular, right? By discussing about education, there is obviously a fact that we cannot become popular by discussing about education. By talking about our hobbies, if you can talk more about our hobbies, people get bored, so we cannot become popular like that. So it's the only option 2, by talking about listeners' hobbies, and that is the same which is referred in passage. So by talking about listeners' hobbies, so we can certainly take the option 2. Next one, the next question asked in passage is, on the basis of author's view, which statement is not true? Which statement is not true? This is where I found many people making mistake, and this is where people found some sort of tricky in the passage. See, what the question is asking us is, on the basis of the author's view, which statement is not true? Which statement is not true? Not true. The thing that we have to notice is, which statement is not true? According to the passage, talking costs nothing is true. Doctors are willing to listen to our miseries and sickness is also true. It is obviously referred in this passage. Knowing how to say is not as important as what to say. This is absolutely wrong. See, at the end of the passage, you can obviously notice, you must also know not only what to say, but also how to say. But the option which is given here is quite opposite to the information given in the passage. That is why we can certainly take the option number 3 as statement which is not true. So we'll go for option 3. Okay. Next one, find a word from para 1 which means within reach. Within reach. The word itself, within reach, tells that it is accessible. Accessible. So option 1 is going to be the right answer for this question, within reach. Next one, fill in the blank by choosing the correct word. Correct word. We'll have to fill this blank with the correct word given options for among these 4 options. It is important for children to dash. It is important for children to dash good manners. Bore good manners. Does it match? No. Avoid good manners? No. Can we avoid good manners in children? No. Please. The word please is not at all matching the bracket here. So we can take cultivate. What is meant by cultivate? Cultivate is nothing but generate. It is important for children to generate good manners. So in the same way, the same which is giving the verb meaning generate among these 4 options is nothing but it is cultivate. What is that? Cultivate. So these are the answers till question number 15. And let's move on to the next one. Okay. Next question is asking us, choose the correct articles from the given option. Of course, this is very easy. This question is very easy, but it is asked in twisted manner, and many children got confused in selecting article. Because if you can ask, if you are asked only one bracket, fill in the blank with a suitable article is very easy. But here it happens to ask 2 brackets, and selecting the correct option is bit difficult and bit twisted, but very easy if you can understand the question very easily. In case you are feeling difficult or twisted in asking this question, I set people to go in deleting methodology. So what is it? What is that question asking us is, Rahul is dash intelligent son of dash poor farmer. See, I generally ask you people to follow sound rather than letters while using indefinite article, right? See, here before the word intelligent, we have a bracket. Intelligent, the word intelligence is starting with I, it is a vowel sound. It is I, vowel sound. Of course, in vowel sounds, or maybe before vowel sounds, we generally use indefinite article and. And the next bracket, after next bracket, we have got the letter P. The sound which is producing in the beginning is pa. Pa is not a vowel sound, it is a consonant sound. So when it is consonant sound, of course we should use A, right? And A. The indefinite article that is required for these two brackets are an and A, right? An intelligent son of a poor farmer. But we still have to think about the options which is given in second option. See, the and an. Of course, there is every chance of using the in question number 16. But the second option, see, what is the second option here? An. But can we use an before pa sound? Can we use? No, we cannot use it. So that is why we can totally avoid this option 2. And the first option doesn't match at all here, because the first sound we are getting is I. I is vowel sound. So we cannot take this also. And A, let us keep it side. First, let me think about the third option here. First we have got an, of course it match an over there. In the second bracket we don't get an, but we get A. So option 4 will be the right answer. Rahul is an intelligent son of a poor farmer. Next one, fill in the blank by choosing the most suitable word. Charu's handwriting is dash, I am unable to read it. This is also very important one. Many people got confused, and first we'll have to read the question properly. Charu's handwriting, we are talking about handwriting of Charu's. We are talking about Charu's handwriting. Charu's handwriting is dash, I am unable to read it. First options given here are, the first one is illegible. What is that? Illegible. The meaning of illegible is, when somebody's handwriting is not good, when we are unable to read that properly, there we get confusion. In those situations, we use the word illegible. The next word, ambiguous. It is also, the meaning of ambiguous is also confusion. But the difference between illegible and ambiguous is, illegible is the situation where we get confusion by seeing others' handwriting, and ambiguous is nothing but confusion in meaning. We suddenly find some words giving two different meanings with the same word. There we get confusion. So the difference between illegible and ambiguous is, illegible is nothing but confusion in handwriting, ambiguous is confusion in meaning. Next, eligible. Eligible doesn't match here. The meaning of eligible is totally different, and the question which is asking us is totally different. And immigrant is nothing but a person who is settled in other place from going to some place. So immigrant doesn't match here. The only two options which require here are illegible and ambiguous. Between these two, eligible is the right word which suits the bracket. So option 1. Charu's handwriting is illegible, I am unable to read it. Okay, next one. Fill in the blank with the correct form of verb. Correct form of verb. While I dash a letter, my teacher came. I happen to teach my children many times that whenever we get while, the next sentence which is related to that conjunction, it should be in past continuous tense. Past continuous tense. The other sentence is in simple past tense. While I dash a letter, my teacher came. As I told you that immediately after while we'll have to write the sentence in past continuous tense. Which option is in past continuous structure here? It is nothing but option number 3. Option number 3, was writing. While I was writing a letter, my teacher came. Okay. Next, choose the correct option to complete the sentence. Dash car is parked over dash. It's very easy question, but the options given are a bit confusing us. So let us avoid the confusion by going in deleting methodology. See, their car is parked over there. We can obviously take the first option. Our sense itself is telling that their car is parked over there. The second option, their are. It's a short form of they are. They apostrophe re is nothing but they are. No, they are car. No, it doesn't match. Their, of course, first answer is suitable for the first bracket, but we'll have to think about the next bracket also. They are. No, their car is parked. They are. No, it doesn't match the language. And their car. No, it is not at all matching over there. So we can take the option number 1. Their car is parked over there. Okay. Next one. Fill in the blank with the suitable question tag. Very easy question. He works in school. He works in school. So I told you many times that before selecting the question tag for certain statement, we'll have to think either it is in be form, do form or have form. Of course, this statement is in do form. How do you decide that it is in do form? Because we have got verb 5. Verb 5. Wherever we get verb 1 or verb 5, we'll have to form question tag for that statement by using the do forms only. In case we get verb 1, we'll write do. If it is works, we'll have to use does. So as we have got verb 5 here, we'll have to take does. That too, the statement is in positive. If the statement is positive, the question tag should be negative. That is why we'll have to take the select the negative statement, negative question tag along with the does. Along with the does with the negative question tag is option 1. What is that? Option 1. Let's move on to the next question. The next question is identify the form of the tense in the following sentence. Tense, present tense, past tense and future tense. You all know that each tense again divided into 4 types. But the question which is asked here is Soham had sung a song. Soham had sung a song. Is it present simple, past perfect, present perfect and past simple? First, let me give you the clarity of the syntax of this sentence. Soham had sung song. Subject, and of course we have got an auxiliary verb that is had, and immediately after that we got verb 3 and object. You all know that had is used in past, had is used in past, and verb 3 is used in perfect. Verb 3 is used in perfect. If you can combine both, it is a past perfect. What is that, Nana? Past perfect. So that is why we can take the option number 2, past perfect. The sentence is in past perfect. Next, identify the nouns used in the following sentence. Nouns, it's very easy question. Very easy one. Every person should perform his duty. Every person should perform his duty. Every becomes a pronoun. Person becomes a noun. Should becomes a modal auxiliary verb. Perform becomes a verb. His pronoun, duty is noun. So what are the 2 nouns we have in this sentence? Number 1 is person and the other one is duty. So we can take person and duty as a noun. So where is the option which is having these 2 options? Person and duty. So we can take person and duty. These 2 can be considered as nouns. The obvious answer going to be for this question is person and duty. And next one, fill in the blank by choosing the correct pronoun. correct pronoun. This is a girl dash all admire. It is also one of the trickiest questions asked in this question paper this year. This is a girl dash all admire. The bracket is requiring relative pronoun. Of course, we can take all these as relative pronouns, which, that, whom, and who. Whenever we have this type of question, first we will have to think either the question is a subjective relative pronoun or objective relative pronoun. Do you think that it is requiring subjective pronoun or objective pronoun? It is requiring, of course, it is requiring objective pronoun. What is that? Objective pronoun. But in these four options, we can only take subjective pronoun, objective pronoun. Those are nothing but who and whom. This is the girl whom all admire. This is the girl whom all admire. So, girl is in subjective case or objective case here? It is. Of course, she is going to be in objective case. She is going to be in objective case. Who is used in subjective relative pronoun and whom is used as a objective relative pronoun. So, the correct answer which is suitable here is nothing but whom. This is the girl whom all admire. Understand? So, next one, very easy question that we practice many times. It is nothing but choose the correct spelling. What is the correct spelling of separate? S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E. Of course, this one S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E. What is that option which is having the same spelling? It is a S-E-P-A-R-A-T-E. Understand? Next one, form a meaningful sentence using the jumbled expressions. Jumbled expressions. I told you many times that wherever we get question related to the topic, keeping the words in order which they are in jumbled way, we'll have to follow the structure. It is nothing but subject, verb, object. If you can keep the jumbled words in this formation, in this structure, the sentence automatically comes in correct manner and correct order. So let me think and let us think the order of these four options, and that it has to give a complete meaning at the end. It is nothing but it is believed that, see the options are first as warm as 6 sweaters. It is believed that a pashmina shawl is. A pashmina shawl is. So we can take B first. It is believed that. It is believed that, and it is believed that a pashmina shawl is. This is second one. This is first one. This is second one. As warm as, this is third one. 6 sweaters is fourth one. So if you can take it like it is believed that a pashmina shawl is as warm as 6 sweaters. So the right sequence is B and B, D, A, C. B, D, A, C. Where is that option? B, D, A, C. It is option 1. So this is a question paper that we got this year 2025. So hope you all wrote exam well, and I wish you all the best and good luck everyone.